Everyone talks about freedom like it's some guaranteed thing, like you just wake up one day and suddenly it's yours. But look around. How often do you feel trapped? Stuck inside rules you never agreed to, pressured to conform, scared to speak your mind because you might lose what little power or respect you have. You're grinding every day trying to build something real, trying to break out, but there's a wall. You hear buzzwords like freedom, liberty, rights, but do you actually feel that in your guts? Or is it just smoke and mirrors? The brutal truth is, freedom without tolerance is just a cage with prettier bars. You hate that feeling when people dismiss your ideas because they don't fit their narrow box. You're exhausted from navigating politics, culture wars, endless judgment, where everyone demands loyalty, yet no one really listens. You're sick of diluted conversations where real differences become reasons for attacks instead of growth. And that exhaustion? That's the enemy of real freedom. Without tolerance, the space for real innovation, for real progress, doesn't exist. It's not about blindly accepting everything. That's stupidity. It's about recognizing that freedom only thrives when we acknowledge and allow all the variety in thought and identity around us. When difference becomes fuel, not a weapon. Here's what most miss. Tolerance is not a weakness. It's the quiet force waking up the real freedom every founder, investor, and leader craves. But tolerance isn't about grand speeches or moral posturing. It's a tactical skill, learned, sharpened, and wielded like any business strategy. You want freedom? You start by cutting off the reflex to shut down what challenges you. When someone hits you with an idea that seems wrong or frustrating, instead of firing back, slow down. Ask yourself, what's beneath this? Often, it's fear, ignorance, or pain. Understand that first before you escalate. That's how you keep your circle sharp, your network strong, and your mind open. And that's how true freedom plays out in real life. This means setting a brutal standard in your teams and partnerships. Zero tolerance for ideological purity tests. Zero patience for tribal thinking. Zero compromises on the ability to disagree without destruction. If you want long-term freedom, demand from yourself and those you work with the courage to face hard questions honestly, to entertain ideas you don't feel comfortable with yet. Push for conversations where diversity of thought is a resource, not a liability. You have to build resilience and respect into the core of your ventures. This is your competitive edge against a world that rewards control and conformity over creativity and freedom. Don't wait for culture to change around you. Nobody's coming to save you. The only way forward is to build environments, companies, networks, partnerships, where tolerance is daily practice, where disagreement is discussion, where you test assumptions relentlessly but don't act like your views are the only ones allowed. This is how you turn frustration into fuel. This is how you stop being isolated in your vision. Start by scanning your inner circle. Who is poisoning with rigid thinking? Who elevates diversity in thought? Cut loose toxic attitudes even if it hurts now. This isn't about comfort. It's about survival and real growth. Tolerance doesn't mean giving up influence. It means widening the playing field so the best ideas, no matter where they come from or how uncomfortable they are, get heard and pushed forward. That's how breakthroughs happen in markets, in tech, in leadership, when the full messy human reality is invited to the table without fear or shame. The moment you start clamping down on differences, you shrink your world. The moment you open yourself to others' realities, yes, even the ones that push your buttons, you expand your freedom exponentially. Here's your order. Demand tolerance ruthlessly, inside yourself and your teams. Train yourself to sit with discomfort instead of attacking it. Hunt down your own blind spots and bring real curiosity, not judgment, to what you don't understand. Build networks that cross borders and break tribal ties. Make your investments, your ventures, your leadership about creating a space where difference is strength, and freedom doesn't just sound good, but actually exists. If you want true freedom, start tolerating relentlessly, because without that, you're just a prisoner pretending to be free. The only way out is through tolerance. Get good at it, and watch how everything you build suddenly breathes with possibility. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check the featured link to discover more.